What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Steel City Muscle Podcast. It's your boy Big Lou. We're on episode 12, and we're back with another fire podcast. I'm with my brother Big Ray.
Yeah, back at it.
We can bring you some good exclusive content. We got a lot to talk about, and this is gonna be. It's been a couple of weeks. And I know, but like I said before, like we only get on the podcast when we know we have something to talk about. So if we don't, you might not hear from us for a while. But when we do, we got some good content to talk about. So today we want to talk about just a couple things, a couple positive things, a couple, good topics that we want to talk about. We want to start it off with like something that might be a little bit controversial, and that's fine. Like I said, we always talk about the hypocrisies between men and women. If you listen to the previous podcast, actually, one thing I want to talk about that was actually controversial that I didn't know even was going to happen was on YouTube. So I didn't know YouTube censored us like the way they do. YouTube,
It's
crazy. Episode 5, they got mad at what I talked about on the virus and the pandemic. And I'm like, well, I'm just stating facts. There's a lot of medical universities and medical companies that speak on this, and y'all don't censor them. They literally deleted episode 5. So for all my podcast listeners, that's why episode 5 is gone. But we gonna
weirdos.
Right, fucking weirdos. But we still on Spotify. We still on iHeartRadio. Check us out on Instagram, 412 Steel City Muscle. But we're going to jump right back into it because we don't care because we talk unfiltered. We're not going to be censored because this is the era where you don't censor people. And we're going to go right into it.
Free.
Exactly. Tell them, bro. So I wanted to bring my bro on because I enjoy having conversations with him. We have the best conversations. The way we talk naturally is like podcast worthy anyway. So I was like, man, let's take 45 minutes. We're going to go, chop it up, talk about what we need to talk about, and, put that information out to the SCM Nation, and let's share that information. Yo, hit me up on Instagram, 412 Steel City Muscle. If you got any questions, comments, or you want to be on a podcast, let me know. Let's do it. Like, share, subscribe on YouTube and Instagram, and let's keep this thing growing. And we're going to go from there. So the first thing we're going to talk about, we got to talk about hypocrisies in relationships. And I know I've talked about that before, but it's such an ongoing situation that's happened on different levels and different situations. And I thought of a meme that I heard. Actually, it was funny. It was a meme I heard, not that I just saw, but a motivational speaker, and he said like, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's only green where you water it. And then he stopped. He paused, but then he continued to say, and where I think is where the importance is. Mm-hmm. He went on to say, okay, but don't forget, where you water, make sure you got Miracle Grow in that bitch. Make sure there's no weeds in that bitch. Yeah. Make sure you're picking the weeds off of that. Make sure you're taking care.
Rats.
Absolutely. Make sure you're getting rid of all that. So make sure your grass is the greenest it could be.
True.
Before you are able to critique and criticize
other patches. You can't go on to this patch over here talking about what they doing. And you ain't doing that. You ain't doing what's right. You ain't doing everything you need to do or can do. You want to be known, or you want to be. Some people just like to talk and like to hear themselves speak, and I hate those people. I literally, if you meet me and we go somewhere, we do something, I rarely talk. You know why? Because there ain't much need to be said. Most things that you learn from a person, you can learn from their physical traits, their postures, their mannerisms, things like that. So if you're a person that likes to talk just to hear yourself talking, you just talking out your ass constantly, just shut the fuck up. Leave me out of it. I don't want to hear from you. I don't need to hear from you. I know all I need to know. You just one of those big-headed motherfuckers with a big-ass fucking mouth.
So to capitalize on that, and I agree with my brother, obviously. And I'm not just agreeing with him because he's my brother. People don't understand. Me and my bro didn't connect spiritually, mentally, physically based off of just our beliefs. It was because we saw the same shit. And then we looked at each other and was like, oh, you see that too?
Yes.
Well, so do I. I agree. Then we got closer.
Yeah.
So then it was like, oh, well, let's do other stuff. Let's connect together on this level, that level, and this level. Observation and accountability is a big, huge thing that is lacking. That I feel like what is creating a lot of animosity between the younger generation nowadays. And like, I hate to sound like an old man because I'm not, but that's factual though.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of animosity created just at the simple fact that people have minute differences. Mm-hmm. Not even like severe, crazy, serious level differences. Minute. So then, if we have differences on women, that's one thing. We have differences on sport, that's another thing. But if we have differences on
how to be a person,
how to be a human being,
that's fucked up.
Who should live or die? Like, how should politics happen as far as whatever? Like, that's a different. That's crazy.
That's critical. That's critical right there.
That's critical. So when you're able to attach to somebody, it's hard to not love them. Mm-hmm. It's hard to not say, you know what? I need to connect with them on a different level. And that's how me and my brother did. But I always reach out to him to talk about different levels on discrepancies in relationships, friendships, whether it's man to man, guy to girl, whatever. Because we see so much. We work in nightclubs. Mm-hmm. We see stuff that the average person isn't privileged to see. So we have a broader perspective on how to judge friendships, how to judge relationships, because to us, accountability is more prevalent than assumption. Yeah. A lot of people assume, because I went out to lunch with you, that you're my friend. Because we worked out in the gym together, we're friends. Because we went shopping together, we're friends. Because I know you from Facebook, we're friends. No. What about, well, guess what? I could talk about stories where I've been in physical brawls where my brother pulled people off my back. Yeah, that's a little bit more credibility. Like, and how many people can say that? How many people can say they can check on you to make sure you got home safe?
You know why soldiers, feel the way they do about other soldiers?
Speak on it.
Because they went to war with each other. They know in and out, that person is here for me, for my life. They want that close to them. That's why they become so close. And that's why when another soldier sees or one soldier sees another, they have a mutual respect for each other, even if they don't know them. They don't even know each other, but, oh, you served in this branch, blah, blah, blah. I did this. Yeah, they have a mutual respect for it because they went to war together. Life or death situations will make or break a friendship.
And that's so true. Like, I can't agree with that more. You know, and that's prevalent because we say this to say we want people in SCM Nation and people who are listening, new listeners, whatever, to reflect on your own life.
Yeah.
Say, who's in your life?
Your own friendships. Break it down. Think about who would actually have your back if you had to do something.
And how many times have you actually been in a situation where you required somebody to have your back? How many times? And then who was actually there?
What if that person wasn't?
And what if they wasn't? Yeah. How would you treat them? Do you
give them the same respect?
No. Do you hold them accountable?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But see, we would because we've been in that situation. But if you've never been in that situation, you don't even know how to hold them accountable.
No, you're just baffled at this point.
You're so shocked, and that shock factor lasts so long because you're like, oh my God, I've never been in a situation before, but somebody wasn't there for me who I've known since grade school.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, well, how do I treat them now?
And they should have been.
Very
easily could have been, but they didn't.
Holding people accountable is a part of life. But what comes with that is the hardships of deciding between are you willing to dismiss people from your life, or are you willing to embrace the relationship that you have from them? So maybe you've always hung out with somebody, but they'd never been in a serious situation with you. Mm-hmm. But then a serious situation happens, and they step up. What are you going to do? You're going to embrace that.
Yeah, they become...
You're going to embrace it more. You're going to, oh my God, like this person was there for me. Mm-hmm. I need to embrace it more. What happens with the opposite? Because that's where you got to be able to reflect, analyze, look in the mirror, and say, yo,
this isn't the person I want around me.
And what do I do with that? That information, that newfound information. Am I willing to divorce the friendship because I've known them for 10 years but I learned this person's been drinking with me, partying with me, eating out with me, going to college with me, going to middle school with me, going to high school with me. But now I realized, wow, when push comes to shove, they're willing to ditch me. Mm-hmm. Do you have the ability to hold them accountable? And if you don't,
you need to learn.
You got to learn. But hold on. If they don't, they don't deserve that then. Because at the end of the day, you're not trying to self-improve. Self-improvement has to come into play at some point. Mm-hmm. Because when it comes to finances, it comes to debt, it comes to your wardrobe. Mm-hmm. I know people who are willing to do that yearly. You'll consolidate yearly.
Yeah.
I got too much clothes. Oh, I got too much shoes. Yeah. Oh, I got too. But you don't do that with your friends. You don't do that with your associates. Mm-hmm. You don't do that with. So if you're not willing to do that, do you really deserve
those top tier friends?
Exactly. I think you are you're always entitled to what you deserve or what you earn, even if you don't know you earned it. You still earned it, even if you don't know it. Mm-hmm. But what you deserve, the other aspect of it comes with recognition.
That's what you work for.
Right. But you got to recognize it first.
Yeah, true.
Like, bro, if I go to college for 4 years, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. At the end of the 4 years, what am I going to cross the stage for? My degree.
Yeah.
But I knew the whole 4 years I was getting my degree at the end of the 4 years. So I knew what I was working for. So when I went across stage to get my degree, mm-hmm. there was no surprise. Mm-mm. It was like, no, give me my shit. Like,
I earned this. Yeah.
I earned that. So like, let's take that to a relationship standpoint, a mm-hmm. friendship standpoint. Mm-hmm. You're my boy. Mm-hmm. I've been in fights with you, bro. Mm-hmm. Now I'm in some shit. Mm-hmm. Am I not qualified now to expect you to be there?
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
If I'm not, I would not be able to call myself a friend to anyone.
Absolutely. But what if we've never been nothing? We've never been in a situation, mm-hmm. a hostile situation. We just mm-hmm. met. We've only had, good drinks, good food, good times, and this and that. There's no test mm-hmm. to our friendship. Mm-hmm. Then how do I know when something happens how to judge you, whether you're there for me or not?
You would judge me off of that situation, but
so now I gotta change, because if you're there, hold on. Yeah. If you're there for me, I gotta upgrade how I view you.
Exactly.
But if you're not,
you gotta downgrade.
Or how do I do that?
Or cut me off.
How do I do that? Because that's easier said than done.
Oh, definitely, I know. Like, I understand that, because I think of people as in somewhat as chess players, or not chess players, chess pieces.
Right.
And that's how I value them and their time, as in, what we can do together, what I will allow us to do together, versus and the information I share with those people. Mm-hmm. Not everybody deserves your whole life story or even cares to hear it. So you have to know what you can tell these people without that shit coming back and biting you in your ass because they went and told 50 people or they're trying to use it against you. Like, I seen that shit on fucking Instagram. It said, what did it say? It said, there's a difference between a snitch and a rat. A snitch is somebody outside the situation, outside the family, partnership, whatever, that's finding out that information and using it against you. Whereas a rat is that close friendship, is that close family member, that close person, or a part of what you're actually doing that's telling on you. So you need to look at the people that you're telling information about yourself to, as in, do I need to watch out for this person being a snitch? Whereas I'm really not engaging this person. They could go ahead and tell whatever, or that person's a close friend. I think they're a close friend, and then they become a rat and tell all your business in order to try to better themselves in some way.
And I like that. I like that you brought that up. And I agree with you. And the difference between, well, basically, to generalize it, between a snitch and a rat, is basically there's an intimate relationship with, a rat versus a snitch. A snitch can be anybody.
Yeah.
You can be just somebody who just saw something off the street. Versus a rat is somebody who's intimately involved, and they could be your best friend, your cousin, whatever. You don't know what they are, but
they're trying to gain something.
They're trying to gain something, whether it be through bribery or whatever. So, yeah, I understand that.
Yo, I love that quote, and they actually used the Morgan Freeman voice. So I was like,
that's great. That's a great quote.
That shit had me. I'm about to cry. Like, oh damn, this is some real shit. Like,
okay, I want to shift the conversation because I want to talk to something about. There was a topic that I thought. So I want to change the subject. I want to bring up another topic that I thought that is interesting. I want your opinion on, bro. The Brittany, Griner situation.
Fuck.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, she just got recently sentenced for 9 years in prison in Russia, for, bringing over marijuana, oil in a vape, which we deal with nightly. Yeah. Working security. Yeah. But it was innocent. She didn't know the laws as far as bringing it in. Because there's a difference between smuggling something out and bringing it in. Yeah. Okay? So I saw a comedian, and he talked about the lack of equality that happens between men and women as far as supporting men or women in these tough situations.
You talking about like overseas type shit?
Yeah. Bill Burr is what he said, and I like him. I love him. Bill Burr. One of my favorite comedians. He said, he brought up the WNBA, and he brought up how women have failed the WNBA, which I agree.
What do you mean?
Because, so here's the hypocrisy. People don't understand that the WNBA is male funded.
How?
Yeah. So they
Why is that?
Exactly. So
I want to know.
A lot of women talk about equality. A lot of women talk about equality, but a lot of women that are hardcore equality enthusiasts is only when it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
So you want men to care about your league that y'all don't care about
at all.
Men funded the female league. Like, men are the majority owners of the female league.
That's ridiculous. Like, it literally should be like nothing but females in them seats.
Where are the feminists? Where are all the feminists there?
The tickets. Oh, I'm gonna bring my date. This
so,
dude.
So here's my thing, and I go from a just sheer business perspective. Like I'm gonna give you numbers, like facts. People bitch about Kobe's last contract, which was 2 years, $48 million. He made $24 million a year.
Damn.
But
I need that.
you would say that's a lot, right?
It's a lot of fucking money, yeah.
Not when I put it in this perspective. His jersey sales alone were $46 million per year. He made $48 million. So he made $48 million in 2 years.
Hold on.
But his jersey sales were $46 million a year. Was the number one in the world.
Wait, he don't get that cut?
No.
Wait, we're missing like 20-something million.
So this is the money that he's making. Hold on. So this is the money that he's making to the Lakers.
$22 million is somewhere floating around.
So
a year?
His last contract, 2 years, $48 million. That's $24 million a year.
Exactly.
Those last 2 years, he was number one in the world jersey sales at $46 million per year.
Yeah, that's $22 million.
Hold on. That doesn't include sales season tickets.
Tickets, yeah.
That doesn't include other merchandise.
No,
that doesn't include regular seats. That doesn't include nothing. So you got
his money.
Right. You got the Staples Center, who held 60,000 people. Let's see, the average ticket was $32. If I did the math, bro.
$30,000.
Mind you, there's 41 home games a year.
You said 30,000 people.
30,000 people.
Hold on, because if I'm sitting in that fucking...
No, $32 times 60,000 people.
60,000 people.
So what that means, because remember, he's the main attraction.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, damn. That's $1.9 million right there.
Per night.
Per night.
Times 41, because there's 82 games in a season.
Times 41. Uh-huh.
How many is that?
$78 million.
That's $78 million.
Hold on.
So he made you $78 million in ticket sales for home tickets. We're not including away games.
Away games, yeah.
Home tickets.
Hold on.
We're also going to include...
But I still want that $22 million.
Hold on. But, bro, we just talked about the jersey sales.
That's what I'm saying.
Add $46 million and another $46 million, because it was $46 million per year that he made jersey sales.
But he got...
2 years. 2 years.
But he got 24 already.
He got 24 for his last 2 years.
Yeah.
That's $48 million total.
Yeah.
His jersey sales were 46 and 46.
Oh, 46 per year?
Yes.
Yeah, hold up.
So do the math. Hold up. Add that on. 46 million plus 46 million.
Hold on, doing the math. $170 million.
That's $170 million in 2 years. Now, I dare anybody to take the profit from...
We missing...
Hold up.
We missing a lot of money.
Exactly. Hold on.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I be sitting down at the table like this.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, you better make it.
Hold on. I'm going to give you one more stat, and it's going to shut it down.
Go ahead.
At the time, Kobe was negotiating his last year contract. He was at the table with Jeannie Buss, the owner of the Lakers, at the cable network's TV deal. ESPN, Fox Sports 1, CBS, ABC. $7 billion deal.
What, for the game?
To just to have Laker games on the TV nationwide. This is why you see more Laker games on TV now.
That's fucking wow.
So hold on, we didn't even add the $7 billion in. So he was at the table, the negotiating table, for $7 billion. So okay,
well that's what the six. That's the 9 zeros. Nine.
Yeah,
okay,
they're 9 zeros. You gotta add those.
Carry the extra 2.
Okay, yeah. You gotta move that decimal.
Yeah. That's a little different.
Let's move that decimal.
Damn. That's
so
big league.
We're gonna talk about from a business perspective. If I'm the owner of the Lakers, this asset has helped me get us, and he did because he was at the table, not in the background. No, he was there negotiating. He helped me get a $7 billion TV deal. The jersey sales, I didn't include paraphernalia. I didn't include, the dumb flags, the cups, all the shit, the beer at the stands and all that stuff.
Yeah, the bullshit.
I just gave you all that.
$12 a ticket, fucking
all that
for the fucking hot dog.
I gave you all that.
Yeah.
So he only got paid $24 million for 2 years. $48 million.
Okay, we missing a couple billion.
So exactly. First and foremost, we're gonna agree that he was underpaid.
I just need a couple.
Because I'm gonna look at it like this: if you made me $7,180,000,000, $48 million.
$7,170,000,000.
You're underpaid.
When that runs off my tongue,
you're underpaid.
That runs off my tongue.
Okay,
I'm thinking
so
no. Son.
The entire WNBA has been in existence for 25 years, a quarter century.
Yeah,
that men started, funded, and you can't find any female on the street that can name 5 WNBA players.
I can't tell you on.
Bro, I'm a fan of sports, and I can't name 10 of them. I can name 5.
I don't know if Garner was actually was he on the B League?
Grinder. I can. No, she was one
of them?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Right.
And an all-star.
I know one. Damn.
Bro, she was like the Draymond Green of the WNBA.
Nice.
So here's the thing:
now,
the fact that we don't know that off the top of our head.
Not nice now.
So again, I'm not saying.
But hold up, wait.
Here's my thing:
if she not fucking exclusive, how the fuck is she getting caught up on charges?
Exactly.
She ain't got the money for somebody to take a rap for that.
No.
Hold up.
Because here's the thing: I agree with equal pay. If me and you do the same job,
exactly.
But what I don't like is there was some women on WNBA saying that women are the highest level of basketball, which is wrong. That's a lie. You're not better than the NBA. How? You're not. How? There's no female on the planet better than a second string NBA player. But y'all are amazing.
That wasn't making any sense.
No. Women are amazing in basketball.
Yeah, I'm not saying
they're traditionalists. They're great.
Oh, no,
they know the fundamentals, the plays of the sport. They know how to coach. They know how to all that. And I agree.
I'm saying, how would they become
exactly to compare? I give you track and field. Do you realize the world records that exist in women's track and field are on the high school level of men's?
Oh damn! So I was out here beating
Men in high school are breaking world records from the women of the world.
That's crazy.
So I'm not demeaning the women. I'm just saying you're not being realistic.
Not at all.
So when we go to WNBA, why is it that 73% of the WNBA's finances and audience are male? Women have failed the WNBA, not us.
No, that's not our league.
We created your league.
Yeah.
Gave you your league and supported it.
There are
WNBA games that happen in arenas with 30, 40,000 people and only 1,500 people show up.
Damn.
And only 30% of them are women.
That's not
the rest are men. So I'm not saying women don't deserve their own league. I'm not saying women don't deserve the respect. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you do. But why aren't women of the general population supporting you?
Don't say nothing.
You can't then bitch at us, at men, for supporting you. Because women don't. That's factual.
No, not at all.
That's not debatable. That's factual. 73% of the WNBA are male fans. The WNBA is subsidized by male owners. We don't even want the spotlight.
No.
But, so the hypocrisy is what I have a problem with. Like, people say, oh, well, when you speak against women, you're a misogynist. No, I'm not.
Not at all.
But if I'm stating facts, if I give you facts.
Yeah, if I just state my opinion, that's just fucking.
You don't gotta like it. It's not even an opinion, bro.
No,
if
I did just state my opinion,
my opinion is one thing, which I'm entitled to. Because if you're entitled to your opinion, so am I.
Exactly.
But if I give you facts, they say 73% like if 73% of the NBA were owned by women, women would use that as leverage to talk shit to us.
Yeah. Like you don't even got control of your shit.
But that's not reality. Reality is we own our own shit.
We own your
We're
shit.
the best at our shit.
We own your shit.
We own your shit. We gave you the opportunity to not only thrive at your shit, but to support it, and y'all didn't. There's more women that support breast cancer awareness than the WNBA.
That's crazy.
Bill Burr brought up a great topic. There's more women that watch the Kardashians TV show than support the WNBA.
That's crazy.
Right.
Like, who the fuck cares about... What are they doing? What is their... I don't know what the goal is. What's the goal of the TV
You're
show?
supporting...
You're literally watching somebody argue about them being themselves.
Their own family and the Real Housewives, the Real Hollywood Housewives.
Yeah.
That they support that more than the WNBA.
That's fucking crazy.
So I always ask women, because I got sisters, I got 5 of them. Well, what do y'all say to that? Like, do y'all bitch at women for not supporting women? Because you bitch at men who actually not only support y'all, we created your leagues.
Exactly.
We created your networks, but you still bitch at us. So tell me why, and whenever I've asked females this, they get quiet.
You ain't got to say. You ain't you ain't got to stand on.
Where's the accountability of being a hypocrite? Because we're not afforded the luxury of being hypocrites. Like if females supported the NBA, if 73% of women own the NFL, you think we wouldn't hear about it?
Oh, every fucking day. You're only watching that and girls own it anyway. Watch.
The problem I have is I want improvement between the hypocrisy between male and female. And a lot of women don't. They want the ability to bitch about men, but don't want to be critiqued about men, about their own kind, because then they get defensive.
Yeah.
Like,
really.
Good women defend bad women, even when they know they're bad women.
Why?
It makes no sense. I can say, yo, bro, she's a whore. Look, she fucks 10 dudes, blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, well, maybe.
Don't say that about her. I know it. Like, no.
Maybe she said, like me and you were talking from experience, we work in nightclubs.
Exactly.
This happens. But if a dude does that, he's a dog. He's a player.
All he think about is...
He's egotistical. He's that. Oh, okay. Well, if you look up Webster's dictionary, what does egotistical mean? What does hypocrisy mean? What does narcissism mean? Who better fits the description? It's again, you can answer that question, not me. The viewers can answer that, not me. I'm not a misogynist. I got a woman. I'm good. I'm not none of that. I don't tolerate hypocrisy.
No.
Even within my male friends.
No.
I be like telling my guy friends, like, bro, don't be a hypocrite.
No.
Like, don't do shit to other men you don't want done to you.
Be your fucking self.
Facts. But if you're going to be yourself, own it.
Yes.
Like, a lot of women don't. And good women defend them. And I'm like, well, you got to understand, I'm not talking about you. If I'm talking bad about bad women and you're a good woman, I'm not talking about you. But you can't relate to the bad female.
No.
So when I speak on them, you can't acknowledge it. And I'm like, well, why? Like, dudes call out bad dudes, bro.
All the time.
We determine who we hang out with based off of if you're a shitty dude or not.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a great dude,
everybody wants to be around you.
Everybody wants to be around you. Everybody wants to be cool with you, and that's it.
Yep.
If you're a shitty dude, nobody wants to even know your name.
Or be associated with you.
Bro, I've literally
associated with.
I've literally seen women, especially on social media, who won't even know a chick on any level. Won't know their name, nothing. And whenever they hear, oh, she did this. She slept with 5 dudes. Crazy. She got 3 kids by 5 men. She did this. She did that. She slept with a man and his best friend. She did it. Bro, they immediately run to an excuse first. And then when you call them out on it, they say, oh, you're misogynistic. No, I'm not. I'm calling out facts. Yes. Why didn't you check that woman like I would? Like I'm gonna check if one of my sisters did it. I'm gonna check my sister.
Like a goddamn Nike sign.
Exactly. That's not misogynistic. What's the female term for misogyny? I want to know. Because I haven't heard of it. Because there's women out there, it's A-okay for women to talk shit on men. And that's A-okay. Why?
Constantly.
Why? Because at the end of the day, let's be honest. If you're heterosexual, at the end of the day, you would never choose to be single and unhappy over to being in a relationship and happy. If you had a choice between the two.
Single and not happy versus in a relationship and happy?
Yep. You will never choose single and unhappy over happy and in a relationship.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
And one thing I've noticed, if you check social media and look in the clubs, what's the first thing that single people do? They talk about who they're dating next. What's the quote?
What they want.
What's the quote? I'm ready to mingle. I'm single and ready to mingle.
Yeah.
So you want to meet another spouse, but you just got single. So I thought you was all about
healing yourself and all of that. What happened to healing yourself?
Again, the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener when you water it.
Exactly.
If you don't water your relationship, take care of your relationship, and do your best to put forth the best effort. And if somebody's fucking up, not stepping up, willing to let go of a bad relationship,
that part,
then it falls on you. It falls on you. Because the end result is at some point or time, whether you want to admit it or not, you got to look in the mirror and say, yo, this is the end result. I'm stuck with this person or I'm not. Is it my fault? Is it theirs? Period. On a positive note, all right, that's our advice for the day. Bro, tell me a funny story that recently happened in the club. Recently. I got one. Can you think of a funny story that has happened in the nightclub? In the club life? Working security. Tell me. I got one.
I don't know. I've been trying to stay on my toes. You go first.
Okay. I got one. Actually, it's not really even a new situation. And as soon as I say it, you'll know. So, I was privileged to kick out a married couple in the nightclub for attempting to have sex in the nightclub on the dance floor.
Oh, shit.
And I felt real weird about it because I just told him, I said, just go home. Like, y'all are married. Y'all can have sex in the car. You can have sex at home.
I'm going to one-up you.
But you attempted to have sex on the dance floor in a public place.
Fucking weird.
And I still kicked him out. Don't get it twisted. I did. But I thought it was hilarious that, like, I thought I would have to kick out strangers for something like that. But they were married. So I thought it was funny. So I know you got one. Tell me what you got, Bray. Come on, bro.
Hey, yo. Okay. All right, I got it. So I'm working one night. It's like it's not a slower night. It's not super packed, super busy, but it's a decent night. I go to the bar side of the nightclub that I'm working at. I proceed to start walking towards the bathroom. There's a guy that comes up to me, a random customer, and says they're fucking in the bathroom. I go back to the bathroom. Meanwhile, this guy goes and tells like a couple more of my bouncer friends. I go back to the bathroom. I open up the stall, and this dyke, lesbian female stud was riding this guy's dick in the bathroom.
I remember that.
Meanwhile, like, she was hitting on the baddest girls in the club the whole night. But back here riding this dude's dick. And just to say off that, I seen her. Like last weekend, she came down to the club. She was like, "Oh, you remember me?" Yes.
Hold on.
Your image is burned into my head forever.
I remember that.
Your image is burned into my. I was like, "Go ahead, finish up, because y'all gotta go."
Hold on. You don't remember the rest of that story. When you caught her, you remember we opened the bathroom stall. She was still riding the dude. Mm-hmm. Then got mad at us for interrupting her and kept riding him, said, "You might as well let me finish."
Yeah.
Hold on. Her girlfriend was in the VIP.
Oh, yeah. Her girlfriend.
Her real girlfriend.
Yeah.
A group of lesbian females who were strippers, we knew them. We went back out there and said, we want to be snitches. We're like, "Yo, you got to get your girl. We're kicking her out." They're like, "Oh, why?" I'm like, "Listen, you got to talk to her." They don't.
Yeah.
Nope. They're like, they wanted to know why. They looked at me and was like, "Bro, tell me why you kicking her out." I was like, "Bro, your girl's having sex with a dude in the bathroom." She's like, "Yeah, but she's gay." I was like, "She wasn't the last 30 minutes.
Not today.
30 minutes ago, she wasn't. Because the last 30 minutes, she was getting it on in the bathroom stall while her girlfriend was in our VIP.
And the bad thing about it, the dude, okay, I'm not homophobic. I don't care. I'm very secure with my masculinity. The dude did not look good. Huh?
No.
That's mine. God damn it, that's where I left this bitch. Hold up. God damn,
So that was crazy.
That's not mine.
That was crazy. That was a unique situation. And like we had never really experienced nothing like that before. But it was like, how do we deal with this? But like those are the type of stories that, you know, the average everyday woman who goes out or who doesn't would never talk about. Mm-hmm. And we're like, well, why? So we're not misogynistic. We're more like equalists. Like we want equal attention, equal respect, equal everything for everybody. But we're like, yo, if you get it, you gotta earn it.
True.
If you don't, you don't deserve it. Because we do that to each other. Like, as men, bro. We know a lot of bitch-ass dudes. But we know a lot of dudes that are about it.
100%.
If we know they about it, all right, this dude deserves top pay, gets to hang out with us and everything. You don't get top pay, bro. Like, we're talking about WNBA versus NBA. Like, we talked about how much money Kobe makes, bro.
Yeah.
Or he made. You can't be the top WNBA star. You have a 40,000 people arena and you only fill 1,500 for 30 games a year.
Nah.
Versus what Kobe brought in and then said, "Oh, I want equal pay." Mm-hmm. That's like, bro, you own a business. I come and I make $200 million for your business. Somebody else comes in and say, "Yo, I make $10 million for your business." Are you paying us the same?
No.
You're not.
No, I don't even know how you can ask that. That's not even a question.
All right, guys. Yo, I appreciate y'all. Episode 12, Steel City Muscle Podcast. We're going to come back at y'all this weekend again. Me and my brother Ray. We're going to do another one. We might have some special guests on. We're going to see. We're trying to make a lot of stuff happen. Hopefully YouTube doesn't censor this one. And again, censorship shouldn't happen, but, you know, it does. We were only talking about, you know, a certain health situation. But we'll do what it do. Y'all be safe. Take care. Hit me up, 412 Steel City Muscle on Instagram. If you got any questions or want to be on a podcast, 412 Steel City Muscle on at gmail.com or Instagram. Holla at your boy. Y'all be safe. Peace.